What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense and Scotty by Nature. And if you have followed my channel, probably since about last week, I've been saying we're going to have a fundraiser. The fundraiser is actually for Scotty's real life close personal friend. But because this fundraiser is so connected to Scotty, we're going to do this differently. I will be dropping the link for anybody who has a story of surviving DV, but also we're going to throw in some hot topics so that it doesn't go too deep. And Scotty's real foolish, so we should be we should have some good times here. But you guys know the basis of this. We're here to raise money for Tiara's 3 children. So we're going to play the intro because we're going to have a good time today. We're going to celebrate the good times that Scotty had with Tiara, and we're going to raise some money for those kids. And I think I'm going to be the first person. Well, I see some of you guys have donated on here. I'm going to transfer that money over to Scotty to give to the family. So we will be scrolling Scotty's Cash App and PayPal. If by chance you don't have access to either one of those, then I guess you can super chat me and I will get the money over to Scotty. So let's start. We're going to start with Scotty is a candy fan, so we're going to play this one. Just for
make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I want to make it make one.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
I remember when Candy Hair used to look like this. I fly above. I fly above. I fly. No, that want you? No, I fly above.
Scotty is a candy fan through and through. So if you by chance send Scotty a Cash App and you do not want him to say the name as he gets it, just put anonymous in the title line of it. If you want your name or you don't mind your name said, definitely put your name or your nickname. And as Scotty gets these Cash Apps, he will be reading them aloud. Anything that you have to give is great. And I want to start off by sending my first Cash App of the night. Let's see. Okay. And I put in the note for Tiara, good to go. So we got our first Cash App donation. I want to acknowledge all the ones that we've gotten already through Super Chat. Peace, thank you so much for the super sticker, $10. That will definitely go directly to the family. Carol Chamberlain, thank you for your donation. I hope this helps the children. My thoughts and continued prayers go out to them all. Thank you so much. Rose Armistead, thank you so much for your donation. Condolences to the family. Doc A, as a clinical psychologist, lately I heard so much loss. If they are in Texas, I will give three free sessions for grief counseling. Now, they're not in Texas, but are you able to do video chats? Because if you're able to do video chats, Scotty, do you think that they would, be willing to?
I'd ask, and see if it's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. That is amazing. You can either DM me or Scotty for more details. And if you can do a video chat and the family is up to it, then that's amazing to, even offer that. Thank you so much. Speak your truth with Charlie. Thank you so much for your donation. God bless this family and my sincerest condolences. We have one more. MD, thank you so much for the super sticker. So, Scotty, like I said, Scotty is very connected to the situation. It is his best friend. Oh, Doc says, I would like to find someone closer to them if that helps. Thank you, Doc. Again, you can DM Scotty or I to work that out. So, Scotty, talk to us about Tiara.
Well, I've known Tiara all of my life. She's my classmate. We graduated from high school together, class of 2007. We recently had our 15-year reunion. Me and her was there together. She was recently at my birthday party and stuff. And Tiara is one of those people that I've never seen mad. I've never really seen her like sad or depressed or anything like that. She was always the life of the party, for the most part. She was always that. Like, whenever there was time for a class function, I always knew that she would be there. And I would always be looking for her to be there because she would be that person that would get the class or the crowd hype right alongside me. And you know, her attitude was so like her smile, her laugh, her jokes was all contagious. Everything, like her personality was just big as life is. She was just this funny person. And you know, I'm close to even closer to two of her cousins. They're twins, they're twin sister and brother. So I've known them for pretty much all my life and hung around them for pretty much most of my life. And she's very missed. Where we're from is very small. We're from a city, well, a town called Canton, Mississippi. Everybody knows everybody or know of each other. And if you're from my city and you are on Facebook, like the day that the morning after we found out she passed, her face was everywhere, all down the timeline. Everybody knew her. To know her is to love her. And that's pretty much it. Like, she just had this positive aura about her. Everything about her was positive. Her attitude was positive. Just everything about her. And that is one of my favorite pictures, that we were at our class reunion on that picture this past October, and like just everything, like, you know.
When I finally talked to Scotty, he didn't actually tell me initially what was wrong, but I could hear something in his voice. And, you know, he told me the story. And the first thing I said was, does she have any children? It's a horrible story. It is a situation that I wouldn't even say wrong place, wrong time. It just was an evil person. So I found one of the I found one of the, let me see. What would, like, news reports. So people were kind of asking me when I started saying that we would be doing this, if it was Tiara. And yes, it was Tiara. It said, a woman says she's devastated after a fatal officer-involved shooting in Madison County. The Madison coroner said 34-year-old Tiara Scott died in the shooting. Authorities identified the suspect as 24-year-old Ladarius Johnson. According to investigators, the shooting happened during a domestic dispute on August 22nd near Oakfield Boulevard. One of the people who commented says, I was in disbelief, and then I heard it from my older daughter and didn't have to call my baby to tell her, you know, that her friend is gone. It was just horrific. It was a phone call I know a parent don't want to get because I wouldn't want to give it. And it hurts me as if I was the parent of her, said Bonnie Owens, a family friend of Scott's. 2 other people were injured in the shooting, according to officials. I knew her cousin, the young man that was injured, and one is still in the hospital. Him, Tiara, and my daughter, they used to hang out together. And, it hurt me because their families still don't know what's going on with them. She said Scott was a loving person who will truly be missed. So, Scotty, do you want to kind of talk to us about, what went on, or, what you're comfortable kind of letting us know?
To be honest, what you just read is pretty much most of what I know. Everything else is pretty much hearsay. We really don't know what really happened. Like, we don't know. We haven't heard from, well, I ain't gonna say we, the family hasn't heard from authorities or anything like that. They literally just released her body yesterday from the crime lab. So, and she's been gone for like 2.5 weeks, and they're burying her next week. So right now, we still don't really know everything that happened. Everything that we know is what you just said in that thing that you just read. That's pretty much it. Like some of the stuff that I did tell you is stuff that we heard. So I don't want to get up here and talk about hearsay because we don't know what's true and what's not.
Just from the clippings that I've read, it seems as if Tiara had nothing to do with anything. She was just at a friend's home, and her friend's, I don't know, domestic partner, her friend's boyfriend, had some DV issues and came with a weapon and took Tiara's life, shot someone else and his girlfriend, and then the police got involved, and there was an exchange of gunfire, and they killed them.
Yes.
Again, I will open the floor if anybody is a domestic violence survivor a little bit later. Like I said, we're going to make this is deep for Scotty. So we're going to do some hot topics. We're going to do foolishness in between.
Because it's so hard to even talk about this. Like, I'm just sitting here because, you and I talked before I even got home, and I've been thinking about this all day. So I've been worried about this all day. I didn't want to get on camera and break down or anything like that because I feel like I done broke down enough already, but it's still fresh. So it is difficult to talk about. It's definitely difficult to talk about. I'm not going to lie and say that it's not. It is, but what I will say is when you first came to me with this, I wasn't sure about it at first, but being that I know you and I know your heart and I know how you are and I know that you do this a lot for people and, I trust you a lot, I decided to go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm fighting myself from crying up here. Like I am. I'm not even lying to you. Like,
I think that you're human, Scotty. You had a real loss. You're not doing this for you. You're doing this because there's 3 little kids who don't have a mom. And, Scotty has told me some of there was no prepping for this. Tiara was a very young lady, and her family is doing what families do. They're making sure that the kids are taken care of. What we're doing here is just something to say, did y'all get new school shoes? You're still in the home that you shared with your mom. Do you need help on the electricity bill? We'll get you some gift cards to Walmart so you can go shopping and get whatever kind of cereals you want, regular comforts, things that get your mind off what you're going through. That's the purpose of us here. We're not saving the world. We're just letting people know that even though we don't know you, we see you and we are going to help. So we've gotten a lot of super chats. Scotty, have you got any PayPals or Cash Apps?
As far as Cash Apps.
And your favorite person is Candy, so we expect you to cry.
I don't know if they want me to say their names because it's quite a few people that has sent them already.
The rule was if you don't want your name, you say anonymous. Don't say a first and last name, but I think it's comfortable if you say maybe a first name.
Okay, I see a Regina. Thank you. I see you, of course. I see a Vernita. I see a RJ, Raven, Yolanda, Carmen, and Tanika. Thank you guys. That's on Cash App. I'm gonna go and look at PayPal. There's nothing in PayPal, but that's
I just
all.
PayPal is Scotty304.
But as far as Cash App, that's all so far. Thank you guys for that. They will appreciate anything you seeing. They'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, if you have $1 to give, $2 to give, though, I kind of ran down a list of things, but as far as I know, these are just 3 kids who lost their mom. When you think about a senior in high school, you're supposed to be thinking about the prom, a homecoming, who you taking. Your senior year, you don't care about school. You care about like the fun stuff. But now,
Yeah.
it's gonna be different for her oldest son, and I just feel like these kids need to know that there are people in the world who are good. Because if you went through this and somebody senselessly took your mom, who knows what you're thinking. And I want to point out that Doc A, thank you so much. Doc A says, I will pay for up to 3 local sessions for them. So definitely, Scotty, what's your Instagram?
Scotty by Nature TV. It should be up underneath my name.
Doc A, Instagram Scotty, or me, Make It Make Sense Now on Insta. That is awesome that you were willing to do that. I just recently got into therapy, and I think that could be really helpful for the kids. So thank you so much. I know one of those people who cashed tapped you. I'm not going to say the name, but I know one of them.
Okay.
Miss Woe, thank you so much for the super sticker. We really appreciate it. Callie, the person I love to fight with every day on my life. Thank you for the super sticker. Willette says, bless the kids. Thank you for the super chat. Gadget Girl 99DS, thank you for the super sticker. The Real Estate Insider, one of the richest people that I know, thank you for the super sticker.
And let me also say this. With y'all doing this, like everything that you're doing, like I know that she would have appreciated. I can hear her voice in my head right now. I know she would appreciate that. I'm telling you, she was loud, just like me, loud as hell. And I could see her now. She would definitely be appreciative of all of that. Like she would be, like, seriously. Like, that's it. That's all I can say about that. Like, I don't have a Zelle. Should I make one right now while we up here?
I don't know. I mean, we'll figure it out. No, we'll figure it out. I don't want you to have to do anything more than you're doing right now. Have you spoken to the kids?
Not since, when was the last time I saw them? At the vigil. That's the last time I saw them, at the vigil, this past Saturday. So I haven't talked to them since I seen them at the vigil. I try not to I try not to overstep. You know what I mean? And they already got a lot of people around them. You know what I'm saying? So it's
right,
it's
like a whole community trying to lift them up.
Yeah, so I try not to be all up in their face and stuff and all that stuff. So whenever I see them, that's when I ask how they doing and speak to them and stuff like that, and they're kids. So I can tell when they're good and when they're not, but that was the last time I saw them was for the vigil. Cause again, she's been gone for over 2 weeks now, and we're just now getting ready to bury her. So it's a lot. It's been a lot of emotion over the last 2 weeks. So
and technically no closure yet because of the way that it happened. It's taken a little bit longer for the family to be able to lay her to rest. She had 3 beautiful kids, which you saw on the thumbnail. It's a sad situation all around. Like I said, later on, I'll be dropping the link if anybody wants to share, being a survivor of DV. We welcome any of those positive stories, like able to get out, or even if you're not and you just need to talk, we're definitely here for that. Miss Melskate says, to this family, sending hugs. Thank you so much. Snoopy Woodstock, my condolences to the children and Scotty. God bless and Godspeed as you go through this difficult journey. It's okay. It's Scotty. We're here for you. We're good. You're gonna be good, Candy Jr. You're gonna be good.
I can't be Candy Jr. You already know I do not cry like that. You know I don't. This is why I don't like this type of stuff, because I don't like crying and stuff, especially in front of people. You know that. You know that.
I thank everybody for these donations. I can't imagine. Kiana, thank you so much for the super sticker. Amy J, thank you so much for the super sticker. Tamika Thompson, thank you for the super chat. She sends prayers and her love. Yolanda Franklin, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Judy Irvin, thank you for the super sticker. Stephanie says, prayers for Tiara's children and all innocent victims harm. God bless the children, victims, and Scotty. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Linda Matthews says, sorry for your loss. Thank you, Linda. Miss Cece, thank you so much for the generous super chat. She says, sending love and hugs.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, God, it's a whole lot of cash apps in here now. There's a Sean, thank you. There's a Keisha, hope I said your name right. Thank you. There's a Terrell, thank you. There's a L'Oreal, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce the first name, but I say the other name. There's an Ahmad, thank you. There's RJ again, thank you. Delisa, Charlotte, Deshay, Kiana. Oh God, some of these names I cannot pronounce. But M.A., that's what I'm gonna say. Thank you. Lamar, thank you. Josephine, thank you. Tara, thank you. Michelle, thank you. Shakira, thank you. Chef Dun, thank you. I appreciate that on their behalf. I appreciate that.
Like I said, we can't save the world, but if it means that we can put a smile on one of these kids' face through probably the most trying time that they've ever experienced, that's what this is about. That's why we're here. There's no reason that I have a platform if we can't do things like this together. In fact, we're gonna just keep this going.
I was gonna try to make a Zelle while I was up here, but I don't even see my bank listed up here, and I don't know if I need to be trying to do that right now. It's gonna be a lot.
Okay. Q the content guy says, thoughts and prayers for the children, such a terrible situation. Thank you, Q. Another person I love to fight with. Jamie says, hey y'all, I'm sorry I'm unable to join the live, but let me know how to donate. We prefer that it goes directly to his Cash App, because they don't take, there's no taxes or anything taking away from those. But Cash App or PayPal is the preferred method. But if you don't have either, we'll get the kids the money from super chats as well.
Thank you, Jamie. I still ain't text you yet, and I got to, but thank you.
Alan, thank you so much for the super sticker. I think I know this person too. I think I do. Natasha Prince, thank you so much for the super sticker. You're getting a lot of love in the chats.
And then thank you, Brittany.
Yes, make a Zelle. Jamie says make a Zelle because they won't take any money from it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to do this while I'm up here.
Does your Cash App have your picture?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a picture of you or a picture of Candy?
A picture of me.
Okay, let's see. You guys are being very generous. I want to say thank you. I'm always nervous when I do like charity or fundraiser online because you never really know if people will show up. So I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart for doing this. Mandy Lang says, my condolences to the children and family. Thank you, Mandy. ZS says, bless her children and you guys for doing this to support them. This is really wonderful. Thank you guys. You guys are doing it. Latasha Collins, as someone who lost a parent when I was 8, my heart breaks for her kids. I am very sorry for their loss. Thank you, Latasha, for your very generous donation. When I drop the link, if Latasha, you want to come up and kind of share your story, you're more than welcome to do so. Satra, one of my day ones. Bims and Scotty by nature, my Aquarius brother. You're Aquarius?
Oh wow.
You're an Aquarius?
Yes, I'm an Aquarius. How many times have I said that?
There's only room for one Aquarius around here.
You trying to be funny.
Go back to your channel. Mims and Scotty by nature, my Aquarius brother. I appreciate you all helping this family. God bless these children. Rest in power, Miss Tiara. Scotty, stay and encourage. I pray this helps the children. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that, Satra. Kayla Trees, thank you so much for the super sticker. Before we continue on these, do you have any more Cash Apps or PayPals you want
to? Let me see. You again, Patricia. Thank you for that. I think on their behalf. Let me look at PayPal. Let's see if there's anything there. Thank you to Rachel, Roberta, Ebony, and Tabitha. Thank you for sending that into my PayPal. I appreciate that. And Marie and Cash App as well. Y'all really sending stuff. They will really appreciate that. Like I said, they will. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna call her cousin and stuff and let her know what's going on. You know, they're gonna appreciate this, especially the grief counseling, because I know that's gonna be needed. So
you just never know. Like, you literally never know. Like, we get so engrossed in the bullshit. We get so entranced in, all of the negative, but there are still people out there that are good and want to help other people. There are still people out there that want to see other people thrive. And I'm very lucky that I've met and spoke to so many straight shooters who think like that. It's really beautiful to see, honest to God, all jokes aside, because we connected through the mess, but we became a family through wanting to do and help others and see other people do well just in general. I think we got Kayla Trees. Okay. Shining Star, she says prayers up. Thank you so much, Shining Star, for your donation. Clarissa, thank you for your super sticker. Nicole Weatherly, thank you for your super sticker. Jay Davis, thank you so much for your super sticker. Y'all are really showing up and showing out. Delicia Desmuke, thank you for your super sticker. I feel like me and Delicia go way back. Like from the beginning of my channel. It's good to see you in here. Yeah. I think I do want to go ahead and drop the link. If you have experienced DV or you experienced a loss at an early age, or you just kind of want to come up and, give some words of encouragement or tell your story, the link has been dropped. What is the PayPal? The PayPal is Scotty304. Scotty304 is his PayPal. Let me see. I think I had some people who were going to swing by. I told everybody whose charities I attend and donate to They better show up and show out. Definitely. But they'll get some words tomorrow. I'm totally just playing. I'm totally just playing. While I'm returning this, let's be a little foolish.
I think I got a Zelle up now.
Oh, you have your Zelle. Wow, that was quick.
At least it's so much. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Keep on getting verification codes and shit.
Okay, so while Scotty is doing that, y'all, let's be foolish. So these are some things that I saw online. Let's start here. Why would they do this to Tisha Campbell? I like Tisha, but the internet is saying that Tisha and Roland Ray could be related. Do y'all see it?
Now they wrong for that now.
Well, first off, I love Roland Ray, but
you do?
I love Roland Ray from the moment he showed up on Catfish and read Charlemagne. I don't know why they did it to Tisha either. They do too much to Tisha. Wait, no.
They do. I swear they do.
If you guys are just coming in, although we're doing this charity fundraiser, I told Scotty that we would mix in like hot topics and a little bit of humor because this is all still very fresh to Scotty. And even though he wants to help the family, we don't really want to take Scotty anywhere that he's not trying to go tonight because this is deep. But I have dropped the link for anybody who wants to come up and share any experiences that they have with DV or being a domestic violence survivor. Allison Jordan, Drew's sister, she sent a message. Let me see what she said. She was potentially going to come up. She's praying that we reach our goals today. She actually was a domestic violence survivor. So she was potentially going to share her stories. Let me see.
My mother was also, I grew up with that. My mother was is a survivor of domestic violence as well.
Oh, wow. Did you have to see it in the household?
Yeah.
I did not see it in my household, but the earliest memory I have, I've told this story before, was when I lived in Louisiana. We didn't have a car. And so when my sister would come and my mom would take her car, I would always be the first one to want to jump in and ride, right? Because you're from the country. There's nothing else to do. You can ride uptown and they might take you to McDonald's or Taco Bell or something like that.
Right.
So I was riding with her and it was later at night and there was a man beating a woman on the street. And in this town, there's nobody has a garage, but you can pull up. There's like a curb where you can pull up. So my mom kind of like hopped the curb and she turned the high beams on. And I'm like, I had to be because we were still living there. So I must have been like maybe 3, maybe 4. But I remember seeing this man beating this woman. And my mom, being the person that she is, was not going to let that fly. So she honked the horn, pulled up behind them, drove like right on their tail because he was walking on the street beating this woman and blowing the horn, high beams on and everything until the man eventually left. That was my first time seeing domestic violence. And to this day, I can remember how like scared I was seeing it, like, and not understanding what was going on. But my mom, she could have been a person to drive by, but she's not that person.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though Tiara Tiara was not the person involved in the domestic violence. She was in a space where her friend was involved in domestic violence, and Tiara was murdered by the man who brought the gun to his girlfriend's home. So even though Tiara was not the victim of domestic violence from her partner, she did pass away as a result of a domestic violence incident. Dream, I see you in the back. Let me get through a few more of these Cash Apps and I'll definitely pull you up. Dree1212, thank you so much for the super sticker. Tamara McCaskill, thank you for the super sticker. SL Sims, thank you so much for the super sticker. My Beauty, having been raised in a family with DV, my heart breaks for the children. God bless you, Scotty and Mims, for your love and support of this beautiful family. You are all in my prayers. Thank you, My Beauty. I appreciate it's a very generous Cash App. Not Cash App, super sticker. Hello, Dream.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. I just wanted to come up and send my condolences. I too lost my dad when I was younger. I was 7. He passed away a day after Christmas. He went to a Christmas party and he didn't like to drink and drive, so he pulled over to the side of the road just to get himself together. And I will say that the counseling really helped me. And I didn't know that it didn't affect me until I got to middle high school. And my grandmother noticed the changes in me. So she made me go. The first time I just went in there and sat down and act like I went and took my appointment. And she was like, how'd it go? I was like, it was fine. And then when they called and said that I didn't show up, and then she made me go. And then I realized I can tell this lady everything without her sharing with my grandmother. It was like I was able to let out all of the emotions that I was holding on to. So that's why I always try to tell people, if you don't want to go to therapy, still go through the emotions, because it'll build up and it'll manifest in other places in your life. And if people, you feel like they're looking at you funny, they're not meant to be in your circle anyway, because the real ones are going to stay. But I just pray for strength in your heart, because although that's not your biological sister, she's your sister, and we all know how that is. So no one can tell you how to get through these moments. All we can do is just be here for you and have someone there that can answer the phone call whatever time of the night, because you don't know when the emotion will hit you. I mean, I'm in my late 40s now and I still cry for my dad. And actually, we were on another channel the other night and I was saying how I still struggle calling my stepdad dad, because to me I only had one biological father. It's my sister's totally opposite, but that's just me. So no one can tell you how your walk will be, but you know what your heart is telling you how to walk. And the kids love you. So don't be feeling like you're pushing yourself on them. Just let them see your face, because they need a lot of familiar faces right now. They may not even fully understand what's going on, but when they reflect back, they'll remember you. And you'll always hold that tender place in their heart.
I appreciate that.
And
No
thank you for
problem.
being
I
brave
always
enough to
watching
share
it.
your story.
No problem. I'm always watching the bushes. Should I say I'm a bush baby? That don't really sound right.
You
But
looking and
yeah.
lurking. That you look and
Yes.
you lurk.
I look, I lurk, I push the like, so at least I do that part. But and look, I even spelled my name wrong. That ain't my name. I didn't even put the E on the end. I was like, how you do this StreamYard thing? But I just felt led to come up and say that, because often we care about how we're presenting ourselves to the world, and that's what hurt us the most. So just, if you want to close the door and tell people to leave you alone, close the door and let them leave you alone.
I've
This is
definitely
your
been
journey
doing
to
that.
walk. hmm And people, they should understand, as long as there's a way in. Now that's different. You're not locking no door. I won't come in, but just don't you lock that door. That was the only rule my friends and I had. And I just lost one of my best friends as well on my birthday from someone was drinking and driving. So I've been through a couple of traumatic experiences, so I can understand the emotions. And I have gotten to the point where if I'm in the middle of the mall, if it hits me, I'm letting it out, because it damaged me when I didn't. And it had
These
the
are very
potential to
powerful
damage
words.
more if my grandmother didn't step in and realize that's not my granddaughter. And back then, we're old school. They didn't believe in therapy. So I was just shocked that she made me go. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to talk to that lady. That's for crazy people. The stigma, you know how that was back then. But that was the best thing I could have done was go and talk to the lady in the therapy office and just let it off my chest. And you may need to go as well, Scotty.
I know I do.
Mhm.
Because this is not the only death that I've experienced this year. I experienced the death of another friend at the top of the year. I experienced the death of a cousin and an aunt in January of last year, 2 weeks apart. I've been to funerals every year since 2014. So it's like I lose someone every single year.
And what do you do with the emotion? You push it down. You're losing the emotion as well because you're like you keep moving. Probably sometimes that's what we do.
That's pretty much what I
But
do. I'm kind of, people would call it
mhm.
stoic. Like I don't really feel anything. Is like I put on this stone face. Like this is really the only time where I really been breaking down every day. Almost. I ain't gonna
Because
say
sometimes
every.
we get the feeling of who's next. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
becoming a regular, but we don't expect for it to be that person. I never thought that my best friend wouldn't be with me on vacation. That's my room buddy. I don't sleep with nobody else because we had the same sleep schedule and we were friends since third grade.
Mm.
So you gotta walk through it, and people who love you, they'll be there, even if you don't talk to them for a month. They'll be right there. You see how many people are on this panel, and we haven't even touched you, but we see your face. We love your commentary.
Thank
So,
you.
Well, I touched
you're
Scotty one
more than
time,
welcome.
but that was because he just was saying the wrong stuff to me, and
Boy,
I had to let him know,
please.
Dream.
Mims, I don't think you saw my
You
Hmm?
what? Dream?
Oh Lord. Wait a minute. Because my phone keeps going off. Thank you, Crystal, Lavender, Sandra, Matthew, Joyce, Ania, Kiana. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Hold on 1 second. That's on Cash App. Let me go to Zelle. Jamie told me to check Zelle. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Jamie. That was Jamie on
How
Zelle.
how do people Zell you?
Scotty H.
Okay, so let me put that in the thing. Scotty H, that's all they have to say?
Yeah. I didn't want my last name to be out there.
No, that's good. No, your last name shouldn't be out there. Um
Thanks, Tabitha, Ebony, Roberta, Rachel, Leanne, Precious, uh, Grenada. I think that's how you pronounce it. Crystal, Regina, thank you.
Okay. So some people are texting me about donating as well. Honoris and Darlin, I see you guys in the back. I'm gonna pull you guys up momentarily.
Thank you,
They'll
Keisha on Cash App. I'm sorry, ma'am. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of notifications coming to my phone.
no, that's good. That means that there's some people out there with a big heart. And even if you cannot donate, just being here, sending well wishes to the family, prayers, everything counts. Everything matters. Southside Girl says you should look into your EAP program. Oftentimes, companies offer free EAP, which includes confidential services. I know that to be true because I have utilized those. And I do think that sometimes, I don't know if it has to be family or not, but you can use your company's EAP for other people, but it might be a family thing. So that's something to look into for yourself for sure, and possibly for the kids.
No, I'm not her son. We the same age.
Hold on. There we got some more super chats and some questions. How are we donating? You can either do it through Zelle, Scotty H. That okay. Cash App or PayPal. Those but if you are
they're asking for an email or phone number. That's what they're saying in there. That's probably why they can't find it. See, Jamie could find it because she had my phone number.
Is your email private?
Nah. My email is on my Instagram page, actually.
Okay, so Zelle. What's your email?
KEYONNE89@gmail.com.
KEYONNE@gmail.com?
At 89 and then at gmail.com.
89@gmail.com. Okay, so if you want to Zelle, this is the email address that you use to Zelle. I've scrolled the Cash App and the PayPal. Thank everybody for donating so far. Okay, here we are. I found it. Sheila Wilson, she says, I wish I could send so much more. Sheila, your donation is more than enough.
It is.
We appreciate it. Jay Davis, thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. Love 211-215. Thank you so much for the super sticker. They're sending hearts and prayers. Coco Nicole, I know Coco. We go way back.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the super sticker. And I think there's one more, but I'll go back. Norris.
Yes, do you hear me?
We hear you.
Okay, I'm in a different room, but how you both doing tonight?
I'm good.
Making it the best way I know how, but I'm good.
Yeah, two of my favorite YouTubers. I get to catch y'all together. That's good.
Scotty threatened to destroy me, Norris.
I don't think he would do that.
Oh my God.
Somebody says, I wonder if Scotty got my Cash App. What was it under? Put the name. And,
thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Lanessa, Danita, Ganelle, Yolanda, Kenesha. Thank you. They're coming in so fast.
So Norris, you had a story you wanted to share or some words?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. I lost my mother in 2004 when I was 19. Yeah, because she had a bad habit with drugs or with with abuse. So I lost her when I was 19. Then 10 years later, I lost my uncle. He had stage 4 stomach cancer in 2014. He was stage 4, so I lost him due to that. And then last year, I lost the most important person to me, and that was my grandmother. She was 92, and on October 1st, because of COVID. And then this year in February, I lost my uncle, another person, along with my grandmother who I was taking care of. I lost him on February 19th, 2 days before his birthday. He would have been 70. So it's like I never lost two family members within 5 months of each other like that before. So, and then plus I was taking care of these two people, so it's hard for me to kind of still cope with. But I'm on my own. I'm in the house by myself, trying the best I can to get through it. But I'm strong. I know I'll make it eventually, but it's gonna take time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone to therapy, Norris, or thought about therapy?
Well, I know in March I went to like 3 sessions, a grieving counselor. I went to 3 sessions, but maybe I may need to go back, but that's just something I have to think about. But I know I visit their grave sites like twice since therapy or since grief counseling. And, and it was emotional for me. But I was glad to do it, because it lets me know that they're here with me, especially my grandma in spirit. And, you know, I have always been with my grandmother. At least for the first 37 years of my life, I was with her. And I took care of her and my uncle for the last 4 years of their lives. And I was finally able to donate all my grandma's clothes to the Goodwill, you know, that was downstairs. I donated 10 bags of clothes, you know, so I wouldn't. And then I held a few things to remember her by.
So how do you cope, Norris?
Well, I've been reading my Bible more. I've been praying more. I've been reading my Bible. Well, I just find activities and things to do around the house, like make YouTube videos, get on the computer, you know, watch TV,
Read people.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but I'm gonna go to my PayPal and try to look for Scotty on there. Yours is Scotty 304.
Yes.
Okay, I'll send you something.
All right.
Thank you so much, Norris.
Yeah, I think, Mills, I think you are beautiful. I think you both are beautiful people inside and out. You know, especially you make it make sense. It's like you are a good person. For you to even do something like this for Scotty or any of your friends, to me, you like a ride or die type of friend.
I am. So you need to tell Scotty to get on the right team.
Well, I think y'all lucky. I think both of y'all are lucky to have each other. You know, I hope I can meet y'all someday.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Scotty. Scotty was one of the first larger YouTubers that I met who actually kind of embraced me. He shared my content when he didn't have to. I remember the first time I had him on my channel, people were like, "What? You got Scotty by Nature on your channel?" And it was just like I was confused because to me it was just Scotty, somebody who I met. I knew he had a large platform, but you know, those things help. It was like a cosign from a larger content creator. And he did it without ever even, there was nothing. It was just like, would you like to come on for one of my Portia book readings? And Scotty was like there and brought tea. And people were like, you got tea too? Like what? It meant something, whether he wants to acknowledge it or not. It did mean something, but it speaks to just who he is. He helps a lot of people. Scotty extends his arm to lift people up all the time.
Yeah,
so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I try to do that too myself. I'm a very giving person as well. But I started following Scotty because of you and Tita.
Oh. we do have like a little group of YouTubers. Crazy enough, we don't have any beef. There's no drama. We talk to each other, we help each other out, and that's really what it's about. So thank you so much, Norris, for coming up. We appreciate your donation. And maybe if you ever feel it, go back to counseling. If you ever feel you need to, you know, it's helped. My therapist is helping me a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe I can give y'all my phone number someday, and we all can talk someday. Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but
all right, Norris,
I like the video, and I appreciate both of you.
Thank you so much, Norris. Thank you for always supporting both of us, because you do support us. So thank you.
Y'all deserve it and much more.
If me and Scotty have a fight, who you siding with?
I hope y'all don't have a fight at all. I just want to tell y'all. I just want to tell y'all that y'all are a blessing and y'all are God's gifts to me and, you know, everybody who supports y'all.
Thank you, Norris.
Thank you, Norris.
Appreciate that.
Y'all have a good night and thanks for taking my call.
No problem, Norris. Anytime.
Yeah.
Darling Nikki, hold on one moment. I just need to read some of these cash apps. We got it's Simone sending my condolences and prayers. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shani, thank you so much for the super sticker. Is it Michelle or Michelle A? Thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you.
And shout out to Dina for the cash app.
Darling Nikki, you wanted to share?
Yes. Okay. I'm kind of new, but I just want to first give my condolences. And I have been on your channel kind of like for maybe the beginning of this year. I found you, so I'm like kind of like in the back, silent. I don't talk much. I just,
We call those a
comment
looker and a
sometimes.
lurker. You're a
Yeah,
looker and a lurker.
yeah, kind of like, but I love it. And let me just be just a little. I don't want to keep y'all, but I have a story as well for the DV. But how I found you, like you, literally, Mims, it was real funny how I saw you kind of like, you stood up on my YouTube just out of the blue, and I saw your face. I just kind of, I'm a fan of Olivia. I don't know if you know the Olivia from back in the day. Olivia, she's a rapper and
Oh
singer.
yeah.
Well, yeah, Olivia. I honestly thought that you were her brother, and I don't know if she had found because I followed her sometimes, and I'm like, is he Olivia's brother? 'Cause they look alike. They could be twins. That was kind of like, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna see what he's about, and I follow you, and I just love how you are and how you're, for everyone. You're not biased or any. You're just for everyone. So they literally, but that's just a little story how I actually found you and thought you were her brother until you showed me your real, you showed everybody your real siblings, and
Oh,
everything
okay.
that you were going through. Yes, but I really, honestly, when I found you, thought you was Olivia's brother. I honestly thought y'all were like twins or something. It was funny, but yeah, I just to get to that though. But I
At
grew
least
up.
you
I'm
didn't say
53
Kaya.
now. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I'm cool
Olivia,
with Olivia.
yeah. Okay, yeah, you got to see like y'all are like just. I don't know what it is, but I just thought y'all were siblings. Yeah,
I haven't heard
for
that. I'm
real.
about to do now,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh yeah,
get
you
on my.
got look. Yes, please look at y'all. I think y'all like siblings. So, but to my story, like I say, I'm older, a little older. I'm 53. I just want to please. I just feel so for him. I grew up. My mom, my dad. I have two siblings. I'm the oldest out of them. I come from a big family. Like my grandparents had like 20 something they had 10 kids. My mom had 10 siblings. Some of them have passed away now from cancer. It's been so much, and we just recently lost some more of her siblings from different types of cancer. So we've been through that. But my mom, and my dad, their dad, he was abusive when we were little. I have my two siblings that were younger than me, and was the oldest. But the way it was told to us, because we saw him different at first, but when he went to a war, went to Vietnam. So when he came back, my mom said he was not the same person that she knew and loved and married. So I don't know if that changed him or that, how they go in the war and be different. So he came back and was different and was so abusive. So I heard times that when I was little, I would hear her screaming and crying. And I promise you, and I don't, just a little bit of my story. I was like young, so I didn't know any better. I used to just hear my mom screaming and crying almost like for her life. And I'm like praying to God to kill my dad or hurt him because I didn't want her to hurt anymore. And I was a baby, so I didn't know any better. It was at first my sister was there, but she wasn't even there. It was me and my brother at the time. And it was me and him, and we were in. I mean, we used to hear her crying. He was screaming. So I'm holding him, hugging him, and we in a different room in the back of the house or, another part of the house, and we hearing her screaming and crying. And I used to be praying, like, oh, it's going to be, and hugging my brother. Oh, it's going to be okay. And I'm praying to God, literally saying, oh, please kill my dad or hurt him or do something just to stop my mom from hurting, because I was little. So I didn't know any better. So I'm trying to understand because I'm so shocked to be on here. Because like I said, I'm old. I don't know how to do it. I'm shocked that I was able to get through. But I'm still trying to how to do the cash out because I want to donate something too, just something. But I'm telling you that I am older now, but that carries on. And I don't know, that situation, I know she was helping, and that is so hard. But when you go through it, I was the oldest child, but I was a child. And all I understood was my mom was being hurt. So I was like, so it carries on into your life. I have two children now, and I'm like, I was the total opposite. I've had some family, that could have been there and they would, be abused, want to be in those same situations. I wanted the opposite. So I would fight, whatever, and just wanted the opposite for my children. I'm hoping I did better by them and trying to raise them different because I didn't want to. And I am right now single because I'm scared to date even. And as because I'm in my, I'm still in my early 50s, but I'm scared to even date because I don't want to meet a man and bring him around my children and think, oh, he, and I can probably have the man of my dreams could be waiting for me and I don't even know it. But I'm so nervous and scared to even date because I'm like, I will let my children grow and be on their own before I even go there,
Darling,
If I make that
I
make
don't
sense.
technically know you, but
Uh-huh. Yeah.
you're worthy of finding somebody. There are good people out there,
Hmm.
and you're worthy of companionship. You're worthy of
Hmm.
all that. That's one of the
Hmm.
affirmations that I have to do for myself daily. I'm
Hmm.
worthy. You're worthy.
Yep.
It's easier said than done to not allow
Hmm.
things that happened in your past to really, affect you in your
Hmm.
future, but you're worthy of companionship. And oftentimes, people such as yourself or people who have gone through what I go through, we we are the polar opposites of those people who did horrible things to us as
Yeah.
children. So you
Yeah.
so you clearly are. But even with that being said, you deserve companionship.
Mhm. Thank
It's
you
just
so
something to
much. And
think
I
about.
believe it. It's definitely, but I've been like so nervous, to do that. And I'd be like, and my kids be like, oh, mom, but it's to me, it's just me,
You can
from what
find
I've
you a
been
good
through that.
Louisiana man. I hear it in
Oh
your
yeah, oh
voice.
yeah. But and see, that's the crazy. Yeah, and everybody say you still got that accent. But the crazy thing, I was living in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 16 years. I was a flight attendant, and now I reside in Texas. So, and because my siblings and my mom, and we brought our mom here, so she's here. My siblings, my brother, he retired from the military. My sister's husband retired from it. So, everybody had their own life, but we're here now in Texas together with us, just us, my immediate family. But it's still that thing, I guess, for me. And I do want it. I want it, but I had got to the point where, like, oh no, I ain't gonna do it, but I'm so happy that you're doing this for your friend. I'm so sorry for him because I also had a cousin, and that's another thing I don't even really like talking. She's older than me, and she had kids, and she was married to a cop, and he was ended up killing her because she wanted to get away from him. So I know all of that, and I was trying to, so it's so much that's in. I know it's like it's so hard. So I can only imagine. I know that is a little. That's it's kind of it's so much that DV, like you said, it is a lot. But I thank you so much for allowing me here, and I want to figure out how I can do this and donate too. 'Cause I'm just happy I was able to get in because I'm shocked at that too. 'Cause I don't know what I was doing. I was just pressing stuff and was able to get in on your channel. But I'm a follower, and I'm going to be a member and everything. But I just wanted to give you a little backhand story, and I'm so praying for both of y'all, and thank you for you know what you gave to me. I promise. God bless both of y'all. I promise y'all are
Thank
like a
you.
blessing.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I appreciate that, darling. And
Hmm.
again, there's somebody out there for you. You just have to be
Hmm.
open and, and take your time to heal. You do things at your pace, but there is a
Hmm.
good Louisiana man. I hear it in your voice that is
There
waiting
you
to meet you,
go.
darling. And
There you
you have
go.
a good night, Miss Darling.
You too. Thank y'all so much too.
I will say that story that she just told kind of resonates with me because that's exactly how I was with my mom. My mom used to be married to my baby brother's father. They've recently divorced. They've been separated since 2015, but they recently made it official um, earlier no, last year, as a matter of fact. He was very abusive. That's where most of my childhood trauma comes from, is growing up in a house with a person that was very abusive. I've seen bloodshed. I've seen all kinds of stuff. I was even picked up and thrown in the middle of in the street by him. Um, I've seen him and my mom fight in the snow. He tried to bury her face in the snow. Like I've seen it. I've seen it.
Wow.
And a lot of the times Wait a minute. Timeless. The email is across the screen. Is at the bottom. A lot of the times I share my stories because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was reading something the other day, and like I said before, I do feel like a lot of my sensitivity is coming. A lot of my sensitivity is coming from everything that's going on right now. So everything is making me get all up in my feelings. But I saw somebody say something along the lines of, you know, because I tell stories, like when I'm reviewing shows and when it resonates with me, I'll like kind of put in one of my experiences just so I can explain to the viewer why I agree or why my opinion is what it is because I've experienced it. And it was turned into something negative, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of put me in my feelings because I don't try to make things about me. It's just that as a content, that's the type of content creator that I am. I do try to be relatable because there's a lot of things that goes on these reality shows that I definitely relate to. When they talk about DV, when they talk about the black sheep, I was Tamika Scott all over again when I was watching that show. When I see Candy and how she deals with friendships and how people that she has helped has turned their back on her, I relate to those type of things. So I kind of put my stories in there just so I could, relate to the viewer. But then, that was taken a certain type of way when I was reading it. I was reading it. I'm like, he just put all his stories into the videos. We only here to talk about a review. We're not here to hear his life story. But it's not that I'm trying to make things about me or just tell my life story, but I'm just an open book. And when something resonates with me, I have to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's just me. So when I heard her talk about that, that's exactly how I grew up. This man was in my life from the age of 4 all the way to the age of 26. So he was really in my life for nearly all my life. You know what I'm saying? And we've had physical altercations just like he had many physical altercations with my mom. I think that it stopped when we all jumped him. When I was like, I think I was like 19 or 20. My sister was 18. We
Was
all
there a
jumped.
folding chair?
It wasn't a folding chair, but it was a doorknob. My mother had a doorknob in her hand and she hit him in the face with it. He bled really, really bad with that doorknob, but we all jumped him. And after we jumped him, he pretty much stopped, but the verbal abuse never stopped. But he didn't really put his hands on her anymore, especially if I was around, he wouldn't do it. So, that is why I kind of am how I am due to the fact that I grew up with a bully in the house and then I went to school and was bullied at school too. So that is why I always talk about my childhood trauma. I use my content, because there's somebody out there that may be dealing with the same thing or has dealt with the same thing. And that's why I do what I do. You know what I mean? So yeah, that story resonated with me because I grew up like that. Like, it's hard growing up watching your mom be abused like that, and it's difficult. Shout out to Brenda. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to Brenda and somebody else by the name. I can't pronounce your name, but it starts with the what the hell? It starts with the U. I don't know why my Bluetooth speaker came up. Is that Tiara doing that shit? Somebody by the name starts with a U. They sent me a Zelle. Thank you. As far as the Cash App, Andrea, Katrina, Kiana, and Dwayne, thank you for that as well.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Somebody asked that my mom she did, as a matter of fact. The stories about domestic abuse and stuff like that and how it ends is they'd say that it takes a woman a couple of times to leave before she really leaves. And that's exactly what happened with my mom. She left him a few times, but in 2015 it was the last straw for her, and he left, and she never went back.
I'm glad she survived it because not everybody does. And it's important to say somebody said that there's no longer domestic violence survivors. They are now called domestic violence warriors. So I will put that in my Rolodex, and I will no longer say domestic violence survivor. Shelbs. Oh, again, thank you, Dwayne. Shelb says, I have 4 kids myself, and I can't imagine someone taking me from them. I'm sending so much love and blessings to those babies. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Shelb. We appreciate you. Queen of Harlem 8086. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Alma, thank you so much for your very generous super chat. Alma says, God bless you for this. God bless you for blessing these kids. Tangi, thank you so much for your super sticker. Why isn't it showing? Tangi, I can't. Okay, Sonia Sanders, thank you so much for your super sticker. Tangi Woods, thank you so much for your super sticker. Miss Cece, thank you so much for joining the membership. Cheryl Williams says, my condolences to the kids. Thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. We're not going to keep Scotty all night. In the description of this, I will put Scotty's Zelle information, his PayPal, and his what's Cash App, so that even if you didn't get to watch this live, you can donate that way. Does it show you how much you have in any of those so far?
It does on Cash App and PayPal.
How much did we raise so far on Cash App?
1.4K.
Shit, y'all showed up and showed out for these kids.
They did. They definitely did. They did. I was not expecting it at all. I was not.
You guys showed up and showed out. How much did we get on what you said, Zelle?
PayPal is the balance is $253 on PayPal, and so that's practically like 1.6 overall. Let me look at
we
Zelle.
won't know the way YouTube works for all of these Cash Apps and super stickers. We won't know how much we raised from that until tomorrow because YouTube tallies it up. And I'll be able to see it in my YouTube creator as of tomorrow. And that still leaves one more, right? PayPal.
No, we just did PayPal.
Oh,
Zelle. It was, let's see. Zelle is 133.
You guys, I'm overwhelmed. Like, just to know that we see each other in this, that's way more than I could have ever asked for. That's way more. I don't know what these kids can use this money for, but whatever it is, hopefully it puts a smile on their face. It's got to get them yeah, I know you probably are going to put the money for whoever. I think the grandfather is going to be in place to.
Probably so. I really don't know everything right now, but
whatever they need, but at least let's take something out and make sure that they get like a Walmart gift card or something so they can go to the store and get like kids, something that takes them back to just being a kid, because things like this make you grow up very fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to make sure that they get something personal to them. Some shoes. Kids love shoes. A video game, something besides, real stuff that they need. Something to just say, there are good people out there who care about you and want to see you do well. Goody Gabor's Ascensions Intentions, Love and Light. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Like I said, tomorrow is when I can tell you guys how much we raised on YouTube. YouTube does the tallies the next day. They never tally it same day. So did you want to take us out?
Who, me? Oh, I don't know who you're talking to.
Giselle. Giselle, you want to take us out?
Well, first things first. First of all, Mims, my friend, not just the YouTube colleague, but my real life friend, the friend that I have brunch with in Houston, the friend that I sit there and allow to go in on
In
me
Atlanta.
for being
In
late.
Atlanta when you show up late. Yeah.
You know, all that. I appreciate you for real. Like, you did not have to do this. You didn't even know my friend, but you still did it. And I know that you did it out of the kindness of your heart. And I know the type of person that you are. See, the people on here know you for the shady shit that you do up here. But I know you for the real person that you are outside of this. Okay. I know you. I know you really, really well. And I appreciate that's the only reason why I was okay with it. Because when you first mentioned it, you know I was hesitant about it at first. But then I had to think about it, and I'm like, this is Mims that's doing this. I know that he's doing this out the goodness of his heart, and I really trust him. And I know that the family would be very appreciative of this because they've been appreciative for everything that everybody's done for them since she's been gone. So I know they would be appreciative of it. And, you know, so I appreciate you, Mims. I thank you for doing this for them. You didn't have to, but you did. And also thank you to everybody that donated to this. Like I said, none of y'all knew my friend. None of y'all knew her at all, but y'all still did that. And this is just, and even in death, she's still touching people the same way she did when she was here. So I appreciate you guys for that. And I'm sure that the family would be very appreciative once I bring it all to them.
We protect Black women around here. We protect Black women around here. I also want to point this out. At the beginning of the live, if you're just getting in here, Doc A actually offered the kids therapy, up to three therapy sessions with a local therapist. That is a blessing as well, because we don't know if the kids have been able to talk to somebody outside of the family yet. You guys showed up and showed out. Like, we are way over $2,000, and it's money that the family didn't even, they're not expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get the final tallies to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to my friends and family who donated. Thank you to the straight shooters. Who are your people?
The Scotty gang.
Thank you to the Scotty gang for showing up and showing out, and just good people. We have a couple more that are still coming in. Josie B, thank you so much for the super sticker. Amina, sending my condolences. Thank you for the super chat. Not Fire Robin. I'm done.
Not Fire Robin. Oh my God.
Who is this?
I want to know who that is.
But you're not wrong.
Shout out to Whitney and I can't pronounce your name, but P. That's what I'm gonna say. P. Y'all got these names I can't pronounce, honey.
Millie Perez, thank you so much for the super sticker. Metal Love B, thank you so much for the super sticker. Imani, thank you so much for the super sticker. Guys, you showed up and showed out for these kids. Mims, can I get a P.O. box to send a certified check for this family? Get with me or Scotty in DM. It's Scotty by Nature TV on Instagram, or Make It Make Sense Now on Instagram. Because I don't personally have a P.O. box.
Me either.
But I guess maybe I could get one. Let me think about how we could do that, Ma Sweet. But that is a very generous gesture. DM us for sure, and we'll work out the logistics. Maybe you could even send it directly to the family. That might be an option as well.
Yeah.
Or to the funeral home. They could receive that. Maybe we could send some flowers to the funeral from the straight shooters. Get with us. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much for even taking the time to want to go and do a certified check. That is a beautiful gesture. Scotty, go to bed. Thank you for doing this, because it was not easy for Scotty. This is still very, very fresh, but Scotty is doing this for those kids. So I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate everybody who donated, who took the time to watch, and we will see you for some mess. Next time we see you, it's not going to be, there'll be no tears. There'll be no crying. It'll be our normal day-to-day foolishness that you know Scotty for, because I'm not foolish.
Oh, okay.
What is the Cash App? I'll scroll it one more time. His Cash App is Scotty by Nature. So, like I said, we'll get you guys the final tallies. I'll know how much we got from YouTube specifically tomorrow. You can continue to donate to his Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal. You guys showed up and show out. Have a good night, y'all.